Okay, so Home is a unique horror adventure. Side-scrolling scariness. We'll see how it goes. Are you scared? That was pretty scary. This game will be saved automatically at certain points. However, we recommend you put aside an hour and a half and complete the whole game in one sitting. I've only played about 5 minutes of it, so. Turn up the sound, turn off the lights. Hold on, does my green screen work if I do that? No, green screen doesn't work if I turn off the lights, so we're not going to do that. Dude, in or out, cat? Now he wanted out. Alright, so. If I turn off the lights, my green screen doesn't work. I'm sorry. I have a way that I could hook a headset up. I'm going to do that. I'm going to hook up a headset. Give me just a sec. Sorry. I have to plug it into the back of my TV that I'm playing on. There we go. That way at least I could wear a headset. Maybe get some jump scares in there or something. I don't know. Turn it all the way up. It is. Alright, the game may be too loud. We'll see. All I remember at that point was finding myself alone. Oh, my head. Where was I? It was so dark. There was something by my feet. A flashlight. And that's me. There's some poop on the ground in the wall there. The house. Where was I? There's a body lying on the floor. Who was it? I didn't recognize his face. He was still kind of warm. Fuck off, cat. Hold on, let's check out the rest of the floor first. Something dripping here. Some books and a bookshelf. The desk had a computer and some papers on it and a single drawer. I didn't want to snoop, but did I open the drawer? Receipts, pens, a blurry photo. Looked like a store of some kind. Why did this look so familiar? I really shouldn't have been going through this stuff, getting my fingerprints everywhere. There's shit all over the wall. Blood on the wall. It smells fresh and sticking. I realized there was blood on my shoes and pants. Oh man, I have to get out of here. I noticed that as I limped as I moved down the stairs. How did I hurt my leg, I wondered. All I could really recall was coming home, seeing Rachel. I was upset. She looked afraid. I shook my head and tried to clear it. I knew I should head downstairs, trying to find a way out. Let's downstairs more. What's this? A thin gray mouse was stuck in a trap. It looked frantic, but exhausted. Did I free it? I mean, it's a mouse trap. It's supposed to kill a mouse. Sure, it's a game. We'll free it. It went in a little mouse hole right there. Oh, how sweet. A collection of rusty tools. These looked like they'd seen a lot of use and were caked in damp-smelling dirt. Why weren't they in a shed? This is an odd place to keep yard tools. Why would they have been placed and what were they used for in here? I found a picture of a couple. It looked like it had been moved a lot. There seemed to be a switch behind it. Do I push it? It depressed smoothly into the wall. I heard a faraway click somewhere. Something must have opened somewhere. Okay. The shelf was full of books on a local history and hunting. Seems like the owner of the house really knew the area. There were scribbles of all kinds and random scraps of paper and notes about some kind of water tower. Did he mean the one by the train yard? Weird sounds in here. A black and white photo looked like the man upstairs and his wife, I guess. There was no reason for me to keep this. Did I take it? I mean, no, I guess. Figured this was no help to me, so I left it behind. An old dining table covered in dirty dishes for 2 people. There were dozens of beer cans and other liquor bottles among the dishes. The smell was turning my stomach. How long had this been here, rotting? The man upstairs didn't look like he'd been dead for a long time. Yes, well, PT did finish installing. Just a second ago. Yeah, we read that. Let's go downstairs more. The front door is blocked by a pile of furniture. I knew I had to find another way out. The bathroom was incredibly clean. Every surface had been thoroughly wiped and nothing seemed out of place. There was a photo development tray lying on the floor. Some leftover negatives were sticking out, but they were pretty blurry. I thought I saw what looked like treetops? Seemed odd that the tray had been left here considering how clean the rest of the bathroom was. Okay. I don't know, but whatever. That made me jump. Hold on, what was... God, whatever that sound was, I jumped. The door was taped up and seemed to be stuck. By the smell, I guessed it led to the kitchen. Gave the door a hard shove, and to my surprise, it cracked open. There were sheets of paper all over the kitchen table. It looked like a series of names were written down, but they were too smudged to read. I could only make out a few of the notes. Keycard, Ocker, last one, I promise. I didn't make much sense at the time. I'm going to say there's something. Cause and effect. I earned a trophy. Okay, I guess because I let the mouse out. There's nothing else I can do in here. I'm noticing I can look up, so I'm guessing at some point I'll have to look up. The door squeaks too loud or anything? I mean, it's fine in my ear. I don't know how it is in yours. The box looked heavy, but there were marks on the floor. It had obviously been moved before. Maybe I found a way out. Must have moved it, right? Of course I did. I heaved the box forward and finally gave. There was a ladder going underground where the box was. A dank smell rose from the passage. Did I climb down the ladder? I mean, it's really the only place I could have gone, isn't it? My leg hurt like hell as I climbed down the ladder. The tunnel below was even darker, and the smell wasn't getting any better. But I had to get out of there and find my way home. Footprints in the dirt looked like more than one kind. A lot of traffic. Whatever this place was, it was obviously used a lot, yeah. Places all over were marked on the old map of town. The industrial area near the river, various houses, and even the water tower near the old rail station. The guy upstairs must have done this, but what was his interest in the water tower? Some of the markings matched the scribbles I saw on the bookshelves upstairs. Newspaper clippings from the local paper. They were all about murders in town over the last few years. Wait, there were photos. Photos of our house. What the hell was that about? Maybe I should have looked around more, tried to find some kind of information. Oh, Rachel, please be okay. I wanted to rush home, but I had to find a way out first. And I needed to see what else was down there. Yeah, you just said that. A work table covered in papers, dirt, and a handgun? I hated guns. Did I take it? Did I? I took the small handgun into my pocket. Its weight was somehow reassuring, I guess. We're going down deeper. It was so dark down there, and the air smelled stale and putrid. I couldn't believe what I saw. What was this place? God, that actually kind of scared me. The desk looked old and was caked with grime. On it was a stack of old faded paper covered with what looked like names. They were scratched out and illegible. Notes were written beside them in faded blue ink. I could only make out a few of the letters. None of it made any sense to me. Nothing about Rachel or me was written there. Maybe I need to keep looking. There looked to be bones half dug into the ground, and the remains looked old. Who put them there? I wondered what I'd found if I'd dug deeper. Huh. Do I need to go get the shovel? Some kind of homemade rack slung together with poorly cut wood and rope. It was caked with old blood. Somebody didn't actually use that, did they? The smell in the room was like old grease and rot. I wasn't getting any closer to finding anything useful. I got to look up at something. See, rusted hooks, like the kind you'd find at a butcher, hung from the ceiling. They looked pitted and worn from heavy use. That man upstairs, did he do this? I was getting more nauseated the longer I stayed here. I felt sick and weak, like I hadn't eaten in a few days. Crudely made shelves. They looked like they were holding cans of some kind of corrosive. The labels were worn and slick, but I could still see the warnings. The slight fumes that still animated from the cans made me dizzy. Looked like a cage? It was small, but there was something coating the bottom. Something wet. The place was getting worse all the time. I knew I had to keep moving. Creepy, dude. It is actually kind of creepy. I like this shit, though. Some kind of old boxes, and they looked like they were years old. Wait a minute. These boxes had old clothes in them. Clothes I remembered throwing away after Rachel and I moved to town. What the hell were they doing here? If I was scared before, I was terrified now. What were the photos of our house doing there? And these clothes? Was that why I was there? I checked my back pocket and realizing my wallet was missing. Did I come to the house or did somebody bring me here? Damn it, Shadow. Are they like rats or bats or something? Yep. Okay. I get it. There's guano! I remember noticing the broken ladder. I had to be careful. I don't remember if I jumped down there or found another way. It looked to be a long way. Did I jump? Maybe there was some other way to get down without risking any more injury to my leg. Yeah, let's check that out. There was a rope hanging there. I wasn't sure how sturdy it was. Did I take it? Hell yeah, I took it. I bet that... Yeah, see? Make it easy. Something just whispered in my ear. That's fucking creepy. I had the rope now. They must have been used for something around here. That whispering was really creepy sounding. The rope I found would let me down the broken ladder safely. Did I climb down? Yeah. I could hear a faint hum and the smell from before started to get worse. A bunch of old newspapers, pasted together. A message had been hastily smeared on it. Keep out! Danger! Due to cave-in. I wanted nothing more than to get out of there. Oh, that would suck, Shadow. That would suck. That door didn't squeak and look different. I could still feel a faint impression that the rope I had slid down was pressed against the heavy metal door. Oh, feel the impression of the rope as I'd... Yeah. I guess. That's weird. It was probably for the best that I hadn't jumped. The ache in my leg was bad enough as it was. If I could have, though, I would have run straight out of those awful tunnels. Who would keep such a place? All this is in past tense. At least I thought, as I had found an old handgun, it seemed to work. And from the smell of it, it had been used already. I kept the gun in my pocket as it seemed a familiar weight there. An exposed ventilation shaft. Maybe someone crawled through there. But it was so high up that it must have been a sore landing. My leg ached just thinking about it. Shit. Freddy from Freddy Fazbear's Pizza is going to come through there. There was dirt on the ground. It looked wet, and there was grass smeared within it. Odd, there was similar dirt on my own shoes. A ladder that leads up. Let's check out the door, though. I could hear a faint trickling sound like water. What was that? Probably fucking water, dude. Look, an exit. Dun 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 dun. There was a rusty ladder sunk into the water which smelled disgusting. I knew I could climb down that. Or I couldn't climb down that. Maybe I could find a way to drain the putrid water in there. Let's do it. Kitchen knife covered in drying blood. Thinking about it made me sick. I didn't even want to touch it. Did I take the knife? Slipped it into my boot since I had the gun in my pocket. Did I really need all of this? Yeah, I mean, why not? There's someone killing people around here. You need whatever you can get. Stop making sounds. It just made me freaking jump. Wait, 1? There's not a number on that. There's a 1, a 2. Hold on, let's go to 1. I wasn't sure, but I thought it was some kind of regulator. I have no idea how it worked. Though the dust could see handprints from previous use, probably from whoever worked in these sewers. I thought I could turn this water valve to shut off its flow. Did I turn it? Yeah. Looked like it turned off the water flow in this valve. Yeah, I mean, it got quiet too. Let's go to number 2. I mean, that's kind of how I'm looking at it, Shadow. If it'll protect me, I'll take it. If it seems useless, then the hell am I going to do with it? I thought I could turn this water valve to shut off its flow. Did I? Yeah. Still loud. The valve was still active. Did I turn it again? Yeah. Looked like it turned off the water flow. Alright. Thought I could turn it off. Did I? Yeah. The valve was still active. Turning again. Still active. Turning again. Looked like I turned it off. Looked like I turned it off. It got quiet. That's when something jumps out and scares you. Anything up? No. Alright. This is pretty creepy for just a cheesy ass looking little game. Do I go in here and press something on the console thingy? No. It says the same stuff. There was musty smell from inside. I guess I need a key. Hold on, before I go to that exit, there was a ladder out here. Let's go look. Disgusting. It was a mess of filthy garbage bags. There were rips and tears in most of the bags. What looked like an old videotape was sticking out. Did I take it? Yeah! Wasn't sure what I hoped to discover on the tape, but I took it anyways. Didn't want to keep digging through this mess. Alright, so we took a videotape. Only thing I haven't taken so far was a picture of, like, the dead dude and his wife. So I got a videotape. Let's go on the exit since that other door's locked. We can go down now. Looked like the water drained out the grate in the wall. There's a small metal key left floating in the shallow pool of rancid water. Did I take it? I pocketed it, but... Oh. The smell hadn't improved much. The room was just damp. Hold on, let's go see if the key fits this door up here. No. I mean, I don't think so. No. I hit the options button. I was seeing if like I could pull up a menu of any sort. No button seemed to do anything besides walking around and looking around and pressing X to go indoors. So I was just checking to see if like I could open an inventory. No, not at all. The safety poster had definitely seen better days. How old was that facility? Faded paper was yellow and dusty, but it had obviously been wiped off recently. There's a faint light within, but the door is locked. I have a key. Why don't I try it? More poop on the ground. Ooh, is that a body? Found another dead body, a sewer worker. By the wounds all over his face and the body, I figured he'd been stabbed repeatedly. Shit. There was a key ring sticking out of the man's pocket. Did I take it? Yeah. I thought about the knife I had found. Some disgust. I carefully picked the keys out of his pocket. I was almost worried he was going to grab me. I was feeling even more sick about seeing another dead man. I didn't want to get any more blood on my clothes. There was a security camera in the room. There must have been a way to see what happened. Maybe the VHS tape I found could be useful. Couldn't help but wonder if someone was watching me from the other side. Hold on. Is that where I came from? Yeah. I want to try some of these keys I found. I used the key ring to unlock the door. There was a dusty VCR on the security desk. I wondered what was on the tape I found. Did I play it? Oh no. The video showed a man right there in the sewers being attacked. The tape looked fuzzy and stretched, like somebody had tampered with it. Looked like there could have been two men. I couldn't stand to watch that video again. The shelf was full of security tapes, was strictly organized. Though covered in dust, looked like the tape I found was the one that was missing from the shelf. I wondered what was on the tape and why it was thrown out. Why would you wonder? Because we just saw it. I guess that's what you read if maybe it didn't if you didn't pick it up, then I guess you wonder about it. I could smell a hint of fresh air here. I must have been finally getting out of that strange facility. But I wondered, did that key I found in the sewer open anything else? Well, let's... Alright, if it's going to be throwing that at me, let's go way the hell back and look. Because there was a door locked at the beginning. Sucks that it's so far away, though. Oh, it's not that far away, is it? I'm almost there right now. I'm thinking it was in here. Not the exit. Right here. Tried a bunch of the keys on the keyring I had found on that sewer worker, and one of them seemed to fit. Radiation sounds. Oh, I need to check my rad level. I need some stim packs. A collection of stale liquor bottles covered the floor. The room didn't seem like much of a place for drinking. What was the point? The wall was littered with dozens of old faded papers. Whoever did this was obsessed with some local murders. According to some of the clippings, bodies had been found in ravines in the forest, and in one case dumped in the back of an abandoned truck. I couldn't be sure, but I thought some of these same articles had also been pasted up back in those tunnels. A faded receipt was half trampled on the floor. It was from the local train station, and it was for 2 tickets. I didn't know what use it could be. Did I keep it? Sure. I neatly folded the soiled receipt and slipped it into my front pocket. I can't think of any good reason for it, but, you know, I mean, if it's gonna let me grab everything, I might as well. Alright, let's get going. I think that was all. Holy shit. I'm gonna have a freaking heart attack. The game's fun. God, that made me jump. God, that made me jump. Alright, this is the last room I was in with the dead worker that was stabbed repeatedly. Clever, but why go through all the trouble? Oh, that made me jump. Would I need the gun or the knife? Before the end, both weighed me down and aggravated my leg as I climbed that older ladder. The thought of that videotape still gave me chills. Who was that? Didn't want to be seen. Was it the same person that hid all of those clippings away in the locked room? Suddenly, the awful smell of that sewer gave way to a pine-scented blast of fresh air. I just saw some eyeballs, I thought. Yeah. I don't know, who cares, right? Saw him again. What's up, First Freeze? I'm just sitting here having a heart attack for you guys. I don't know what that says. An old ladder leading up to the ancient water tower. The ladder needed to be extended so I could climb it. Did I extend it? I popped the latch and brought it down. We'll check it out in a second. tried the little key that had fished out of the murky puddle in the sewers. It fit. I heaved open the rusty door. The wind was picking up a bit. The night air had become strangely chilly. Alright, let me go back through. Sorry. The old train station was quiet as a tomb. The only sound was that of increasing wind buffering the decrepit structure. Alright, hold on. Let's go back out and go up the ladder and check it out real quick. What's that? Just a light. Yeah. I think this would be a good spot to end that video.